you do is gonna stop me. Break me down, tear me up, come on and make me bleed. It's gonna take a lot more than you'll ever have. Before you know it, you'll be laid out on your back. In the end, rip the shreds, and I'll be standing over you. This is a war. I might be scarred and battle-torn, but I don't run and hide. It's my pride that says stand up tall and fight. Fight, fight, fight. Never hold back, never a doubt, no hesitation. Throw the pitch, hit the switch, a transformation. So take a shot, take a number, take your place in line. You're gonna fall, you're gonna crumble, just like every time. In the end, rip the shreds, and I'll be standing over you. This is a war.
The world's best gather here. XBL baseball starts now.
It's crushed to the moon, and we're tied.
Picks it up on the second. Over to first in time for the double play that ends the inning.
That's gone.
Oh my, oh my, oh my.
Trying to repeat.
It's good!
And Homer to the pen. This game is over.
Oh! Crushed! Left field! Off the pole!
Domingo Bell, deep right center field, carrying, and it's gone. That one's hit hard. Left center field, did she do it again? To the wall.
Swung on Bell to the deep left field. Is this baby gone? A grand slam!
Champion! The AAA World Series is over on a line shot.
I can't believe my eyes.
Welcome, 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 everybody. Sorry if that echoed. I had my settings messed up. It's time. It's our Season 19 finale. It's the AAA World Series finale. Why are my keys not showing? Hang on a second. Let me get the keys up there. I'll get it when Mist is talking. Mist, what's up? Nice to be in the booth with you, brother.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, this has been an interesting series so far. It really seemed like from the first two games were really fantastic, and it seemed like it was going to be a 6 or 7 game series for sure. It didn't really seem like Julio played to his talent level in the second set of 2 games. So I'm not sure what happened there. But I feel like it was more Julio than Heisman really forcing. I mean, Heisman's always going to be solid at all aspects of the game, but he's not really a dominant play style. He kind of rides momentum and things like that. So if we take a look at our keys to the game, we've got Ace's eyes. So like I said, Julio seemed a little bit off. Didn't really control the dish the way that we all know that he can. He's really a great hitter. He wasn't a great hitter in that set of 2 games. He was much better in the first 2. So let's hope that Julio, for his sake, bounces back here at the dish. Are the stars aligned? So the Houston Stars have been a mainstay in the XBL AAA for probably, I'm not sure he's played every season. He kind of had internet issues off and on, but he's probably in his, I'm just going to say 8th season or something like that. He's close to me because he came in around the same time, but I think I played a few more seasons just because he might have had a few that were off, but he's getting close to 10 seasons total, I would think. So it'd be interesting if he does win it, because he's been rumored to, there's a lot of people that have believed in him this or that season and he hasn't put it together, but this seems to be his season. And then that brings us to the fact that this is going to be the final casting, I believe, uh, of season 19. All the other leagues are wrapped up. My understanding is we're going to cast as many games as it takes tonight. So, so the Cup Finals was just set. So M. Bennings is going to play Tangerine in the Cup Finals, and Tangerine was a AA who's probably going to be in AAA this season. Then M. Bennings is a previous Cup winner, so he's going to try to win his second Cup. And then, of course, signups for season 20 are live. There's only about 5 or 6 days left, I think. So if you do want to sign up, make sure that you get into the league news channel and get the information you need to sign up.
Yeah, and we'll shout that out again at the end. I'm going to lean on Mist more in this series because I've been gone. I haven't been able to watch a lot of this, but I know Heisman and Julio plenty well. I casted the last series a little bit for both of them. And so when it comes to that Aces Eye point, it's really similar to what we saw from Elron is the way Heisman pitches. He makes you reach just a little bit out of the zone, and that's all it takes, even whenever you're a good hitter. I mean, he's played Elron, and now he's played Julio, and looking at the box scores, neither one has put up the normal run total that they do. And that's the thing when you're playing someone like Heisman. Like you said, it's not a dominant play style, but it's a fundamental play style, and it's a play style where you have to be fundamental as well. You have to play baseball. You have to play baseball. You can't rely on being the best hitter when you play someone like Heisman. So if Julio's going to come back, I think that's the best point you could have made on those keys for the first one is he has to have a good eye because that's what we saw the issue was last series with Elrod, and they're very similar hitters at the plate. Then when it comes to the stars line, like you said, I mean, Heisman's almost in his 10th season, getting close to the Hall of Fame, and he'd love to add a AAA World Series along with the Hall of Fame, which is calling his name soon enough. And he's been ranked number one multiple times in the preseason in the AAA, especially the last few seasons. We've had Heisman up there in the top 3 or so preseason. Now here he finds himself, and really, if you look at the last couple rounds, a sort of dominant fashion. We haven't seen a whole lot of drama out of the stars in this playoff run, especially from the semifinals on. And that's because he's playing consistent and he's playing his game, and he's not putting himself in situations where it's close games. He's won the last 2 by 5. Then he won he's got 3 wins in a row. He won the first one by 2. That was the closest game that we saw. So Heisman is in full control right now, obviously, with the 3-1 series lead. But when you look at someone like Julio, if you talk about comeback potential, you look at guys that have that bat, and that's exactly what Julio is. He's a hitter. So if you're looking at a chance for a comeback, we've seen plenty of them so far in the season 19 playoffs, especially in the XBL, where we saw a lot of comebacks. So no doubt it's plenty within reach for someone like Julio. Both of these guys are going to be looking at the XBL, I'm sure, next season. So I hope they enjoy this while it lasts, because it's not going to be fun in the XBL. I can promise you it's going to be a gauntlet. But we're going to wrap up season.
No. Mist is not letting people go anywhere. They're going to come back to AAA and have some fun.
They're going to be begging to come back after they play a couple weeks against Lazy. Weaver coming back and people like that. It's going to be a gauntlet. But season 19 gets wrapped up tonight. We play either 1 game, 2 game, or 3 games. We get it done tonight. And for me and for the fans, I'm sure most of us are hoping for 3 games and get us a lovely, lovely Game 7. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see if the Aces can turn it around, if they can overcome the big defense, or if Heisman finally captures that elusive trophy he's been looking for quite some time. And we're going to get it turned on, and we're going to get it turned on your screens here in just a second. You'll give us a second to switch it over, and season 19 is getting wrapped up. So let's have some fun. Okay, here we are, everybody, loading in to Game 5 of our World Series. Please let me know if the audio and everything's good. I wasn't able to check it ahead of time, but the long-awaited finale of Season 19 and our AAA World Series as AA and XBL finished really quickly this season, which was beautiful to see. AAA lagged behind a little bit, but nonetheless, here we go. It's the finale. It's Baltimore on the mound. Charlie Baltimore, that ace for the Stars. Seen her have a really good postseason so far, and she's looking to finish it out here in Game 5. But starts off with a walk here as Julio watches, I believe, 4 straight balls in the first at bat.
Yeah, as good as Baltimore has been, she's been a little bit erratic up and down. Has usually ended up sneaking out of some trouble. The much larger problem is that the stud left-handed relief pitcher Paula Pickles has walked on water the entire playoff run for the Houston Stars. So that's the fly in the ointment that Julio at some point is going to have to solve if he's going to win this series.
And just like that, Baltimore's able to get a double play after that initial walk. And like you said, what a relief it is to have someone like Paula Pickles in the pen. And a lot of times when you're going to make a deep run like this in the postseason, you need somebody in that pen that comes in and shuts it down. And that's exactly what Pickles has been. And now Baltimore gets out of this one clean, only giving up a walk. 3 up and 3 down, and now Gina Scoop's going to lead it off for the Stars. It's Boss Crab on the mound with really high velo, low junk, a 5-pitch arsenal, and the elite forkball. I would imagine this is the best starter as the Stars look to keep their hopes alive here in the World Series.
Yeah, Julio can be really tough with Crab. If that forkball's working, Crab is murderous.
Pretty low accuracy, especially on the first pitch when he's got that falls behind, but after that first pitch, relatively decent accuracy. Actually boosted his accuracy a lot this season on his build compared to last season. That's probably a big reason why he's here right now, is the way he's improved his pitching. He's going to have to pitch exceptionally well, though, to extend this series, and he starts with 1 out, but then walks the second batter, so there's a runner on first with 1 out as Kelly Strokes walks up. Forkball located well, hit into the outfield, foul, and missed on the dive. Good curveball there, 0-2. A steal and caught by the pitcher and turned to first. We get a double play on both sides here in the first inning. Both walks turn into double plays, and it's zeros on the board. As now the bad ball hitter, the absolute stud, Nathan Nibbles, leads off here as the cleanup batter is up to start the second.
I like that attempt by the Stars. You know, he's got some house money, so put the pressure on the Aces. Don't bail them out with easy-to-play games.
Yeah, and talk about house money. I mean, Heisman can play so much more loose than Julio, especially with the amount of seasons that he's played. We've talked about he's going to be able to handle a moment like this, and Julio's going to be the one that has to really be locked in. He gets a couple of lucky hits out of the zone right there, so a good start to this inning is he's got 2 on and no outs, and he's got a good batter at the plate in Duke Nuke, who's got 5 home runs in this postseason. Swings at another one out of the zone, a chance to turn 2 here. He just goes for 1, so the runners move up. 1 out with the runner on second and third, and a chance to take the lead early here, the away team, here in the second.
It does seem like some reaching from Julio already. Now, maybe just trying to get those runners moved in that case, but let's see if he can tighten it up.
Good power on that, but late on the fastball. This one's popped up. Does not look like it's going to be far enough to be a sac fly, so that's a big out there from Baltimore to get a shallow pop-up to left field. Keep those runners where they're at. And now with 2 outs, Julio's in danger of not getting anything across here. Ooh, right down the middle, swung on early. A little bit of a break there if you're Heisman. Looks like he's reaching a little bit on the outside edge of these zones so far. We'll see if Heisman continues to do it. He does throw another one, and it's reached on, and this one's popped to left field. So danger was definitely presented there in the second, but nothing comes from it. It's another 0 on the board. And here's Billy Bombs, who the chat says don't pitch to.
Yeah, Bombs has been murderous at the dish.
Surprised to see the ERA for Crab so low. This starter with a 1.2 or a 1.19 ERA. Been really good in this postseason. He's going to need to put on a gym here Try to keep his hopes alive and bring it back to his home stadium. It's a full count here to Billy Bombs, the fastball hitter trait. Looks like he's going to see a forkball. Debating which corner goes up top. We'll see if he swings at this one. A great eye from Heisman there, and he walks Billy. First batter is on base with no outs.
Heisman has had a good eye on that forkball the whole series. That's really helped him. He hasn't chased that forkball. He might have missed it here and there, but he hasn't really chased it. And it is, at times, a hard pitch to locate, wouldn't you say, Uni?
Yeah, forkball, one of the harder pitches to locate and one of the most devastating pitches whenever you mislocate it. What a perfect changeup there on the corner, but hit even better. And the drop from the fielder, so it's going to turn into an advancement. Is he out at second? He is. A little bit too aggressive coming around. But he does move the runner up to third, and now Heisman a chance to take the lead early on. And it looks like he will as it finds a gap. Outfield is way in, and it goes all the way to the wall. Base rounder's on. Might be a chance for a triple. It's going to turn back, but a run does score, and even one run in a moment like this, Julio in an elimination game, going to be playing from behind from the second inning on.
Crab already tense, which is a tiny bit surprising. But...
yeah. I feel like he didn't do a whole lot to earn being tense, but his mojo's right back up after getting that out, so his velo's back to where it was. Runners on third with 2 outs now as Heisman looks to try to get at least one run across here. One more run, I mean. Julio locating well to start the game.
Those were great pitches right there. Let's see if he can get out of this. I wouldn't throw that.
Tuesday misses low, gets the swing on it though, and put away at first. So 1 run does come in, a couple of hits from the Stars, and they jump on the board. It's 1-0 going into the third inning here now of our Game 5 in the AAA World Series.
Yeah, I don't like moving fastballs onto the plate when you're way ahead in the count like that. There's just not a lot to be gained, but it worked out well that time.
Yeah, you got a little bit of a chase, a rare chase from the Stars. This one swung on easily to second for Scoops and put away. We'll see how the Aces are able to handle the zone now that they're down. That's a well swung on slider. Had really good power on it. That's a weak blooper over there, and he gets a single with 1 out.
The third baseman, number 33.
Middle of the lineup coming up. Mind Gamer sits at first base. Or Distractor, I guess is what that is. This one might find the gap, and it's just over the diving glove of the second baseman. And so 2 are on, and Julio so far in the second and third inning, getting people on base. Where is the power that we know Julio possesses? He would love for it to show up here. He hits one well to center field, but not well enough as it's put away easily from Magic Man. Runners stay put at first and second, and there's 2 outs on the board now as the bad ball hitter walks up.
Yeah, here's the danger, Nibbles.
Ooh, hammers another one, and a couple of tough breaks for the Aces as they get a good hold of 2 pitches in a row, and both end up being lineouts, and nothing comes across. Still 0-1 here.
Yeah, he got the side of the reticle. What a shame, because he had it timed up perfectly.
It's a good sign, though, if you're the Aces, to get a couple of good swings like that. Looked like he was poised to clap right back after giving up the 1 run.
And Baltimore has some hits in this series, so don't be shocked if Baltimore finds a way to get on here.
Well, this one's in the zone for sure. Swung on late, though. Too much heat, 98 miles an hour up top. That's a strikeout. Julio really locating well. If he can keep this up, I think Julio's in a really good spot to try to win this game. He's swinging the bat well, even though he's got no runs so far, and he's really clipping those corners. Another good forkball on the edge there. Good eye from Heisman. That's 2-1. Curveball's low. Another good corner pitch. We'll see if he gets the call. It's swung on, though. Nibble's able to dive and get there. And on to first. And a 0 on the board. A good inning of pitching right there from the Aces. We'll see if he can get a couple more good bats on balls here. Swings another good one, but once again, a line drive to the outfield.
Now batting, the catcher,
Yeah, we're seeing good swings from both players.
Swinging early, and another one that's well struck, but right into the glove of the third baseman. It's 2 quick outs on only 2 or 3 pitches as Baltimore's locked in now and keeping her pitch count low, only at 36 pitches. Tough if you're the Aces to have to face Baltimore locked in with all the good swings that he's put together.
Yeah.
Another one well swung on, but it's over into the gap. Can he dive on it? Magic Man takes a weird route, so he's not able to get there. And it's a single with 2 outs. And it's dangerous. Even with 2 outs, Julio's dangerous because of that power he possesses.
Yeah, Julio's been getting to that front door cut fastball. I would pull that out of the jukebox for a little while. If I'm Heisman, I wouldn't throw that pitch.
3 straight innings now where the Aces have 2 runners on base, but it's the pitcher up to the plate now. In a big moment. It's a 1-1 count. Watches that one low. Baltimore's back to neutral. Heat too much, and it's 1-2 count now to Boss Crab, looking to help himself.
Is he going to show the eye here?
Pops it up. It's going to fall. Does he have enough speed to round around? He goes for home. Billy Bombs throws it in, and he turns back. Too much arm out in right field, so the bases are going to be loaded as the leadoff man, Hines Ward, the Steelers prodigy, OG. If you're a football fan. Looking to do damage with the bases loaded. Really big spot in the middle inning of this ball game here in Game 5 of the World Series.
Oh, good eye there. That was a tough pitch.
Ooh, 2-2. Really good eye, full count. We'll see if he gets a pitch to hit here. Swings on it late. I wonder if the steal messed him up. He went for that steal on the full count with 2 outs, and he strikes out, and the bases remain loaded. And Baltimore's doing what she's done all series and all playoffs. Has she not missed another inning of difficulty on the base pass, and she just gets out of it?
Yeah, he really located the fastball there, and that's not Julio's favorite pitch. When you place it that well, it gets difficult for him. So good job by Heisman.
And you can already see early on in this game, it feels like Julio's missed a lot of opportunities to get runs on the board, and it's not easy to get runs, especially when Paula Pickles comes in. See if that's going to come back to bite him. Good pitch up in towards the chin and put away from the third baseman for the first out. The Stars, I believe, only have 2 hits, and Julio has 7, but the scoreboard doesn't reflect that. Still 0-1 here in the bottom of the 4th.
Yeah, Crab has pitched very well so far. Looked a tiny bit shaky early, but has really tightened it up the last few innings.
Now, this is probably the best locating I've seen from Julio in any of the games I've casted. He's really hammering those corners. Another good 2-seam. This one's floated up. Can he dive on it? What a catch out there from Otis Ranchez on the back shoulder dive. Beautiful play from the shortstop of Webb Jim.
Yeah, fantastic play at short.
This one hammered. It's going to be just foul, though, as it curves down and out of the line. Boss Crab finally waning on the stats, losing a little bit of velo. Looking to at least get out of this inning. It's only the 4th, but he's been having to work some pitch counts.
Tops the forkball. That was the hittable one, but didn't get it.
Another 0 on the board, and here comes Julio again, looking to convert this time if he can get runners on base, and he's going to start off with runners on again. Now 4 innings straight of Julio getting runners on base, but yet to convert. He's got another chance here with no outs and a runner on first as Baltimore is waning on the mound at neutral, and the pitch count up over 50 now. Oh, that one's meaty down the middle, just under it. It's way up. Back towards the warning track and put away from Nancy Fox. A little bit higher with that reticle, and that thing is absolutely out of here.
First baseman, number 17.
Yeah, just barely missed it.
He's not going to see many pitches in the middle of the zone like that from someone like Heisman. Another well swung
There's
on
that
one, but under it again.
fastball. Yeah, he continues to throw that pitch. It continues to get hit.
So much hard contact and nothing to come from it. Really tough to see. We saw the same thing from Elron in the semifinals against the Stars. He hit the ball really well, but it was a lot of hard contact, and that's what corner pitches do, and that's the Stars' specialty. Dove on from scoops. It looks like it's going to be put away, and it is a good diving play at second base. And the runner is left stranded. 8 hits on the board, no runs for the Aces. The Stars, looking to stretch their lead, just have that 1 run so far. Dylan Dirtbag leading off here. Watches the forkball low. It's 1-1. This one's hammered. It's going back there towards the green, and it's going to find its way into the green. It's a solo shot in the Stars. Dylan Dirtbag, the 3rd home run of these playoffs, and they stretch the lead up to 2.
Yeah, and if there's one pitch that Heisman has really teed off on, it's been that changeup. He's a good changeup hitter, especially for power, considering he's not that big of a power threat typically.
Yeah, really not known for his power, but if you look at his batters stats throughout the playoffs, a lot of these hitters actually have a decent amount of home runs. Nancy Fox herself at the plate has 3 in this postseason. And Dylan Dirtbag just got his 3rd. There's a changeup right there, swung on up the middle, not able to reach it as the second baseman, so 2 batters up. There's been a solo shot and a single now, and the Stars look like they're starting to get on top of this pitcher, Boss Crab. We'll see how long he keeps this starter in. That's a weak curveball swung on foul, though.
Gotta locate here.
Can he dive on? He doesn't, but he turns it to first anyways. As
wow.
He gets aggressive on the base pass, and that's the 2nd double play we've seen on an infield pop-up. But if you're the Stars, you can take risk like that in a game like this.
I don't know if Julio saw the bunt in time, but he ended up throwing the perfect pitch to get that type of a double play.
Through the legs of the pitcher, Boss Crab. And it's another single, this time with 2 outs. Julio still locating well, but the Stars hitting extremely well, able to get to these corner pitches. That fastball was pretty middle, but looked on. Good forkball here on the corner, and it's 0-2. Going back to that same corner, this time 2-seam, swung on. Can he get there? Second baseman does, so it's only the solo shot that gets across, but the lead is up to 2, and we're getting late in this ball game. The Aces yet to produce a run. Pressure mounts with every at-bat here in Game 5 of the World Series. Everything on the line for the Aces.
Yeah, can't seem to buy a break as far as actually scratching something across the plate. Getting on a lot of balls. I believe is still leading in hits.
Yeah, by a lot. Baltimore locked back in, so our stats are back to where they started, if not better. And this one's hammered down the line, a frozen rope over to the 3rd baseman's head. It's going to bounce off the wall to Nancy Fox. He's going to take 2 on it. So it's a 1-out double, and once again, the Aces have a runner on and are looking to get their first run on the board here in this game. Baltimore back to neutral, and we'll see if it's Paula Pickles that he elects to go with, and it is the specialist. Swings on it. It might hang up too long. Shortstop can't get there. He rounds for home, and the Aces get their first run of the game as they start to climb back into this on a little bit of a lucky bloop to left field, but that's one of the breaks that we've been waiting for. And we'll see if he can keep this thing going. It looks like he's going to keep Boss Crab in, which I think is interesting in this moment. He's going to let the pitcher hit. Ooh, swings on the way inside.
You can't let the pitcher hit here.
Boss Crab has pitched well, but in a game like this, it seems like runs are a premium. And runs are something he needs as he's still down 1. Swings on it from the pitcher, though, and Boss Crab able to get a hit. So what do we know? The Aces are one of those players that can no doubt hit with a pitcher. And he does it right there as it's 1 out, 2 on in the front end of this lineup. Hines Ward again in a big spot. Steps up to the plate looking to deliver for his team. Swings late on the fastball. It's 0-2. This one's over towards second. Can he turn 2? He doesn't. He goes towards 1, so the runners move up with 2 outs. Another big spot here for Julio. It feels like one of those situations he has to convert this one. 2-1. He's in a hitter's count now. Ooh, swings on a cutter on the edge of the zone. Yeah. And there's a third out, but he does get one run across and another inning of putting base runners on. Julio's been loading up those bases all game. Now, can he continue to locate well and try to keep this lead where it's at? It's a good first pitch on the curveball there, able to get a ground out to short for the first one.
I still just don't feel like Julio's controlling the plate. It seems like he's just guessing, and guessing wrong a bit too often. Has gotten a lot of hits, so the thing about Julio is he can actually get square on these balls that are off the plate, much like Elron can, and so it can produce a lot of hits. But chasing will eventually hurt you, and it's kind of reared its ugly head here. He's getting runners on, but he's not able to convert because Heisman's not going to give in.
Yeah, and that's how it is. When you're a good batter, you can get 1 or 2 hits off of a pitch off of the zone, but getting 3 or 4 hits strung together to produce runs is a whole nother story. And that's been the story of this game so far. That's a weak changeup. It Stoles. Speed is over there. He doesn't slide for it, though, so it falls at his feet. And now there's a runner on first and second with 1 out. And if you're Crab here, you desperately need to get out of this jam. I'm still surprised he's sitting with this starter.
Yeah, it's surprising. Could still get out of this, but
This is one of those, I just feel like this is one of those high risk, low reward sort of decisions to keep the starter in here. You make the wrong decision, this game could get out of hand. And that's a hammered curveball, and it looks like a run is going to score as it finds its way into the gap. It rolls all the way back towards the warning track. 1 run comes across. The other runner goes towards home, and he's got enough speed to get there, so the lead is up to 3. And Boss Crab gives up the hit. And this lead is up to 3, and we're late into this game now. He's still throwing out there. Tense.
yeah, the loyalty to Crab has been incredible, but it really hasn't paid off.
Swings on the 2-seam inside, fouls it away. It's 1-2 count. Oh, drop from the pitcher. Oh, he makes the wrong decision. Can he still get him? He can't. He thought he was going to catch it, I think, so he went back towards second, and now it looks like he's finally going to pull Crab out. It might be a hitter or two too late, and he goes with the super low velo Carl Dandleton, and no jump. And this isn't that much of a velo mix-up now that Boss Crab was ran into the ground. His velo was pretty low himself by the time he came out. Good forkball there, 2-2. Full count now in a pretty big spot here with 1 out in the 6th. Curveball's going to find the zone. It's stolen, and it's a good hit and run from the Stars as they produce another run here in this inning. And he goes to second and now to third. We got a little bit of a pickle here, a little bit of a diddle opportunity. He's in between. They're throwing it back and forth. Is he too late? He's too late.
Oh,
He's back to
my.
second. Too many throws.
Wow.
Monkey in the middle, but it still doesn't hurt him. Oh, it does. He's too fast on the line, and that diddle, we'll see if it hurts him even more as Paula Pickles walks up with a chance to stretch the lead even more. 2 outs, 2 runners on, swings on it, and she does.
Wow.
As she hits it all the way into the gap, and there's so much speed coming around third. We'll see if he scores another one. It's a bad throw. Second baseman hauls it in. It's on to home, and it's too late. And just like that, this thing is up to a 6-run lead, and the Stars, the fans are desperately hoping for that championship. Look at the crowd. It's packed tonight, as it should be. And they're a few innings away from a possible AAA World Series, as the home team is taking control of this game in the bottom of the 6th. It's now 7-1.
Yeah, boy, man, that's tough because Julio was playing quite well up until the wheels came off there. Really, bad luck was the only thing beating him. But now it's just been a mix of things.
Yeah, Heisman just patiently played this whole game, and finally when the opportunity presented itself and he left Crab in there a little bit too long, he took advantage of it and struck and had a big inning. And now Julio's gonna have to find a way to score a bunch of runs late. And he's got to face Paula Pickles still for at least the rest of this inning. Look like she's poised to go another couple of innings the way she's pitching. And the pressure that the Aces are facing in a game like this, down by 6, so hard to control the play, so hard to be patient. And you're playing one of the best pitchers, if not the best, in the AAA. It's a full count now. Runner still hangs on at first. Just one out here in the 7th. Patience on the mound. And now he delivers. It's in the zone and fouled off to the right. Good job fouling that pitch off. Good eye there from Julio, as now he's got 2 on, and we'll see if he can do anything this time. I mean, he's had 2 on nearly every inning in this game.
Yeah, tough against the specialist, but even a couple runs here basically resets things to reasonable. Ooh.
Oh, and that cutter in a nasty spot on the corner popped up to the infield. And now with 2 outs, it's looking very similar to all the other innings where a couple runners get on and then Heisman's able to get out of it. He's looking to do it yet again. But SC Speed is looking to do otherwise. He does have a 404 average in this postseason. Little Hack is engaged now. Desperately
Specialist
needing a
is
hit.
not engaged, so he has a chance up there to do something.
Yeah, this is a good matchup for the Aces in this at-bat. He swings on one, but it's popped up shallow left field. Fox is over there and puts it away and once again gets out of a jam. It seems like the Stars have done that all game. It's 12 hits for the Aces and only 1 run. A real clinic from the Stars on how to get out of jams, channeling his inner Ricks from a couple seasons ago when he made his World Series run, and we saw just constantly get out of jams. And now he gets a little bit of luck swinging at a ball. It's popped up to shallow center field.
So that's the problem with getting down in a series, Uni, 3-1, whatever it is. You can't afford a game like this where things just, you're playing okay, but it's just not going your way.
Yeah, it's really tough. You have no room for error, and sometimes RNG feels like it's working against you. He does get to throw out at second there, but I would say the Aces have definitely been short on luck so far in this game, and I think Heisman did a great job being patient until that last inning and taking advantage of that starter staying in too long. And I think that's been the difference so far is, ooh, he doesn't dive on it over there at third, so it drops foul. The sport ball's pretty meaty.
Oh, yeah.
Swung on, though. That's a mislocated pitch, but he still gets the strikeout from it. Ooh, fastball right down the middle. Swung on fastball hitter as well. A break there for the Aces. And another mislocated pitch. This one's a forkball swung on, but Ranchez is over there and puts it away, so it's 3 up, 3 down. But we're down to the final 6 outs, and 6 runs are still needed. The Aces are out hitting the Stars, but the scoreboard 100% does not show that. One of the best batters in this AAA needs to show up now. It's the top of the 8th in Game 5 of our AAA World Series as our Season 19 finishes tonight, and a possible champion will be crowned at the end of this match. It's a 3-1 count to Jake Delhomme, the Panthers legend.
You know, Julio's the one that has that super expensive SPRP, which kind of makes his bullpen management in this game even more egregious. Kind of left the starter in there too long, and then has the slow baller in there. That Heisman seems like he's able to hit pretty well. We haven't really seen any of the star relievers. This one's going to be over before they come in.
Yeah, that's why I was so surprised that Crab stayed in. You want to use your best guns in an elimination game like this. And it's just one of the things about baseball, and hindsight's 20/20. If Crab gets out of it, we say great decision, but he didn't get out of it, and the game flipped on its head.
Right.
And now there's 2 outs in the 8th, and he's still down by 6. He does have a good swing on it there, but he needs a lot more of those put together, and he needs them now.
Number 33.
Paula Pickles finally looking weak on the mound as she gives up a couple of good shots up the middle. And there's 2 on. Once again, it seems like Julio finds a way to get a couple on, but the entire game, Heisman's been able to get out of this jam. Julio is out of time, and now, ooh, not an easy reliever. Another well swung on ball, but it's over there to center field, line drive and put away. And man, it feels like every inning at the plate has been the exact same for the Aces. Get a couple runners on and then line it to the outfield.
Right, exactly.
Number 16.
he shows that reticle. It was a good power, a good reticle, but when you swing at a pitch just off of the zone, this game does not reward it at the higher egos, and the Stars are very well aware of that. That's the main reason they're in control of this championship series, is those pitches right off the zone. This one's hit into a gap. Speed is over there. Can he get it? And he does.
Yeah, and in all fairness, all those hits to the outfield, they were all liners, but they were still balls hit to the outfield.
Yeah, hit well. Sometimes that can be tough as a player to keep your mentality locked in too when you're hitting so well. It feels like you just deserve some runs, but the game doesn't reward you with runs, and you're left wondering what you can do. And that's what the Aces have felt like in this game. We do finally see Disco Inferno, the expensive SPRP, coming. He gets a strikeout, so he does a good job there. But now, down to the possible final 3 outs of season 19 here, folks.
Number 17.
The Stars looking for an epic comeback. They start with another good swing, but this one to right field, and the Stars are 2 outs away now from capturing a AAA World Series trophy. And the Stars are a true testament of improvement over the years. He's just played and played and played, and finally, in his 8th or 9th season now, he sits with a chance to win it all. And Steve Stryker is the one that he wants to deliver the final pitch. He gets a grounder to shortstop, and there's the second out. And the Stars are 1 out away from putting their name on that trophy and wrapping up season 19 in the books here. It's a changeup swung on early. It's an 0-1 count.
Nope, that's outside.
Yeah, I believe this pitcher is 93 velo, something like that. Popped up
To center field, and there it is. The Stars complete the AAA World Series finish as they win 4-1. 4 straight victories in the series, and the Houston Stars Heismann3000 as your AAA World Series season 19 champion. And folks, it's on to season 20. But before we get to that, we got to talk about our champion.
Yeah, it's been a long time coming. Like I said, a veteran of the AAA, came in into the XBL around the time I came in. So I know him really well. We used to scrim together before he had ever played an official game. We were scrimming together. I think I was going into my 3rd season or 2nd season, something. But I'm really happy for Heisman because he played so well in this series and in the playoffs altogether. Didn't make very many mistakes. Maybe some base running here or there. But as far as the big things, controlling the dish, pitching well, keeping the pressure on, riding momentum. He did all those major things that are just, it makes it tough on the opponent. Julio was a bit more streaky. We saw the talent. This game, I think, was a little bit of bad luck. It's nice to see that he did hit quite a bit better at this game, so I'm happy for him. He actually out-hit Heisman 14-11, I think. So, a great season from Julio as well. Really showed what he could do after struggling last season, partly due to roster. So that was a good testament to how much having a good roster can really help you, especially a roster that's tailored to your strengths. So a good roster for one person might not be a good roster for somebody else. But congratulations, Heisman. Fantastic series, fantastic playoffs. And welcome to the top league, XBL. Certainly Heisman will be going up there. He's actually wanted to go up there for some time. I think they wouldn't let him in. They locked the door or something. But he's going to be much more ready to actually be up there after such a great season.
Yeah, and obviously shout out Julio. I believe it's only his 2nd season here in the XBL. He started in the AAA last season, and now you can see he's one of those players that just has the raw talent to play at that level and get up to the XBL. You mentioned it, the way his roster really did him no favors last season, and now he comes in, makes a better roster, really improved his pitching, which you can say is partly the roster, but it's also partly the work he put in, and that's the bigger reason that he got to this moment. He was a hitter from day one, but you could see it just in this game right here. He located extremely well. He really played extremely well, but in the World Series, sometimes you play extremely well, and that's not enough to win. And that's because you're playing the best players. I mean, Heisman was the 1 seed. So Julio, obviously, big shout out, as he's definitely going to find himself in the XBL next season. I believe there's only been a handful of players that have moved up to the XBL that quickly after just a couple seasons, and he puts himself in that rarefied air. Then obviously you look at the Stars and you want to give them their flowers. It's really the opposite. Julio came in with that raw talent and was able to reach it in the second season. Heisman's been grinding for seasons to get to this moment. And we could talk about the roster with him too, and the way that his roster has done him no favors for years and years, and he switches his roster up and gets more out of it, and now he finds himself as a AAA World Series champion, and no doubt you can look at roster tool as a big part of this league, and that's one of the best things about it, in my opinion, is the way that your roster can be manipulated to really tailor your play style, and Heisman did exactly that. And he's well suited for the XBL because you look at how fundamentally sound he is. In the XBL, you're not going to get diddles hardly ever. You can't make mistakes in the field. You can't make mistakes on the base pass, and he doesn't really do that, and he locates well. And just like we saw in the 6th inning here, he takes advantage of the opportunities he gets whenever you make a poor decision. Like we saw the starter get left in a little too long, and Heisman was able to crack the bat and put 6 runs across and take control of that game. So Heisman, a real story of being a grinder and just biding time, getting better, and then finding yourself as a AAA World Series champion, which is so impressive because AAA is no joke. That ego is really high, and there's a lot of good players in there. So obviously, congratulations to Heisman. And I think it was a really good season 19. I mean, AAA was kind of slow on getting around to their games, but regardless, they got them in before the Cup Finals, and it kind of leads in perfectly to now we have M. Bennings versus Tangerine in the Cup Finals. And like you mentioned before, Ben has won it before, and Tangerine is looking to win it in his first ever Cup, and he's really shot up the rankings and shot onto the scene. He's one of those players like Julio that has that raw hitting talent, and he's going up in the ego every day, it feels like, and still mashing the ball. So that's going to be a great Cup Finals, I believe. And we'll have that cast. It's just a 1-game series for the Cup Finals. So we talked about the RNG being a little bit against Julio in this game. I mean, it's the same situation in the Cup Finals. It's if the game's against you, you got to figure it out because you only get one shot at that thing. Then, like you mentioned before, too, Season 20, the signups have begun. They've been going for a minute now, and they're actually about to wrap up. So if y'all are wanting to play, we've got a really good crop of players. New players have been the biggest thing that I've seen in the Discord the last couple of weeks. So many new players have jumped in. Some people don't want to read and things like that, but there's been a lot of guys that have came in, read, started scrimming, and that's beautiful to see the new players. So Season 20 is going to be really strong. And now that Season 19 is over, it was a hell of a lot of fun, but now the hype for Season 20 begins, Mist. And it's another season for you to go get that AAA World Series now. It's your time. Season 11, right? There's no better season to win it.
Yeah, that's true. It's my 10th AAA season, my 11th season overall in the XBL. I do think I'm going to have a solid season. I didn't really have the best season in Season 19. I believe I got through a playoff series like I typically do, and then failed in the second round, but I had a ton of fun. I'm excited for Season 20. One thing to note, Unicorn, we have never seen a AA player win the Cup, and Tangerine is a AA player in the final. I doubt they've ever gotten to the finals, to be honest, or even probably the semifinals. Possibly the semifinals, but Tangerine is a AA player, certainly an extremely strong AA player. He can play both sides of the ball, as we know M. Bennings certainly can. So it's going to be an interesting, I'm not sure what the neutral site is going to be. 1 game. I assume we're going to probably do that next weekend. Not sure who's casting. It's possible we do it during the week. I would think that we lead that into the season start, which I believe is next weekend. Or at least stuff starts becoming due, like the rosters and things like that. So I'm not staring at the timeline, but there's a lot of excitement going on.
Yeah, a lot of stuff to be excited for. For AA, it seems like half of the AA is going to be rookies, which is so fun. But also, if you're a AA player, pretty scary when you see some of these rookies. We just saw a rookie win the AA this season. And I believe Prestone was a rookie when he won it the season before, or maybe it was his second season. So in the AA, so many rookies. In the AAA, you get to have a little bit of excitement in the fact that Heisman and Julio are gone, and you don't have to face them anymore. So a couple of big dogs are out of there, but there's a lot of good guys, just like we mentioned with Tangerine, the Cup Finals coming up. A lot of good AA players are going to get moved up, as well as some rookies in the AAA. And then the XBL, we've got people like Weaver coming back. We've got Lazy coming back. I'm hoping Cuchado comes back. I mean, there's so many names I could list of guys that are coming back. XBL is going to be extremely difficult and such a gauntlet to play in. And now we get these two in there as well with Heisman and Julio. So season 20 is looking to shape up to be a really good one, and I'm glad that it is, because season 20 just feels like a milestone sort of season. I've only been here since season 14 or 15, maybe something like that, but it feels like I've been here for all 20. It's been so much fun. And so, yeah, we've got that Cup Finals, and then right after that, I mean, my favorite show personally every season is that power ranking show preseason. I mean, we take up 3-4 hours of people's time. We don't care, miss. We get in there and we start talking about every team, and we want to. They have to tell us behind the scenes to shut up, because me and Miss.
They do. Literally.
Yeah,
you guys need to shut up.
The people don't hear it on the stream, but when me and Miss start talking, we hear Dwayne in the background like, bro, how long are you going to talk about this guy? But, I mean, that's fun. It's the fun of the power rankings in the XBL. So, with all that said, Miss, you got any last words before we get out of here? And then the next cast we have will be the Cup Finals.
I did want to say I'm excited for some of the AAA players that are kind of like in Julio's situation, where he had one season, didn't do fantastic, did okay. But people were really excited for Julio going into this season, which he ended up going to the finals. And when you look at people like Haight, people like Cody, and a few others, it's this could be an exciting season. They're the types that could move up into, battling with Ed and myself and Elron, for late playoffs. So I'm excited to see that. And of course, Big O Brad, who won the AA, I assume is coming up certainly into AAA, probably along with Tangerine. I'm not privy to who's playing where, but I just would assume that. And like you said, we're going to lose I would assume probably Julio and Heisman, maybe someone else. I'd have to look, maybe Elron. I'm not really sure. It depends on how many players are there. And then, like you said, a bunch of legends are coming back. Weaver and Lazy, and supposedly Luke might come back. Who knows if Cooch might come back? He just played SMNL, so I wouldn't be completely shocked if he jumped in there. And in the past, he's been right up there with Wishbone and even Lazy. I think he was in the finals one season, and then Pizza's been in the finals, going to play. So and yourself has actually improved a lot, and you seem to be putting a lot of work into getting your roster right, which I think is important for you specifically, because you do have a little bit of a unique play style. I think you could make some improvements with the roster, as you've spoken to me about and are putting the effort into doing. So, so I guess we'll shut up for now, but we're going to be back.
Yeah, we'll be back whether they want us or not. And I saw people asking in the chat, do we rank all the leagues? We rank every single team that signs up, guys. We talk about every single team that signs up. So if you're a new guy, we might not know you very well, but based off of your scrims, we'll have a little bit to say. Then we do power ranking shows every couple weeks throughout the season where we go through every single league and talk about. So obviously, if you're a new guy, the further into the season, the more we have to say about you. And it's a lot of fun. So I'm glad to see all the new faces in season 20. I think it might be a season of mashers. When you look at these rookies, there's a lot of good hitters that seem like they're scrimming right now. So it's going to be a really fun season, especially if you like batting. So yeah, with all that said, we got Cup Final. Then right after that, we'll be in the power ranking show. So we're done with season 19, but season 20 is literally right around the corner, 1 or 2 weeks away. So y'all start building the hype for that in the chat. And big shout out to Heisman for winning the AAA World Series. I can't wait to face him in the XBL. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so for season 19, that's all me and Miss got. Thanks to everybody that completed their games and made it an awesome season. Now we look on to season 20, and let's make it even better. Let's have a lot of fun with it. We'll catch y'all on the other side. See y'all.